I am coming from the show me state of Missouri, where, yes, we are actually killing the cannabis game here, which is crazy for most people to think that, yes, Missouri is one. But some issues we are dealing with here are taxes. So another Missouri judge approves stacking city taxes and county taxes, marijuana taxes. So, what are we talking about over there? Okay, there we go. So Buchanan County can collect a special marijuana sales tax on dispensaries within St. Joseph city limits. A judge ruled Wednesday in a second decision granting counties the right to stack taxes on top of city taxes. So basically, the circuit judge is coming back and saying, yes, you can have a double tax because state and city, we can put you on both levels. So to put it bluntly, the court cannot accept the plaintiff's interpretation of local government to prohibit the power of the county to impose such a tax within St. Joseph city limits. Kellogg wrote, the definition of local government includes both the city and the county. As such, both are authorized to impose and collect the tax. Vertical Enterprises, which is licensed for retail sales, cultivation, and marijuana products manufacturing in St. Joseph's, sued the Buchanan County Collector's Office, the Missouri Department of Revenue, and Buchanan County Clerk's Office to block enforcement of the tax. Along with regular sales tax, which is in some locations approaches 12%, people purchasing the recreational use may also pay 6 additional state tax, and now 3 more if approved by voters. So holy cow, like 12, 6, 3. We're at 21% tax on top of this already. So yes, we do, like we talked about, have lots of, different open agreements here, but the things that we're going on here, the ruling will cost Vertical's customers about $30,000 a month, said this Chris McHugh, the CEO of the company. There are 2 other dispensaries in St. Joseph, and the rest of them in tax basis would be comparable to this. So he's saying the customers are the ones that should be upset because they're obviously the ones that are paying for it. Statewide, consumers purchased $1.1 billion worth of cannabis in the first year of recreational use here in Missouri. This is in the millions and millions of dollars that never should be taken from consumers. McHugh said it's nothing but an anti-marijuana tax. McHugh said he will appeal Kellogg's decision. And Mocanatre, the industry's lobbying organization, said in a statement from the executive director, Andrew Mullins, that excessive taxes on marijuana drive customers into the underground, unregulated market. So since October 1st, Missouri cannabis customers have been paying roughly $3 million more than each month than what Missouri Constitution requires, Mullins said. Drafters of the amendment legalizing cannabis would want to prevent stacking, so they would use the broad term local government for the entity authorized to impose a tax. To make it apply to both cities and counties, the term was defined as meaning a village, town, or city for incorporated areas and counties for unincorporated places. But the Revenue Department, interpreting the new tax law, told local governments that county marijuana taxes may be stacked, making the local tax rate on marijuana purchases 6% in places where the county and city voters have approved the levy. I could keep going, but I'm already sick about it, so I think we already get the gist of this story. Like, yes, now on top of one tax, on top of another tax, we're going to add a third tax. So there's already a pretty wide disparity in the legacy market and the regulated market as far as pricing is concerned. And so, this is just, like you said, another reason that we're driving prices up, and I don't understand it. But love to hear you guys' take.
So, Brandon, the craziest thing is with all of those stacked taxes at 21%, you're still at a huge cost savings in California's legal market. I think we're plus 27% now to the retail customer on all products. It's it's ridiculous.
A portion of ours does go to the veterans as well, too. I'm very proud that they did write that into the law. So there is a big portion of that go back to help the veterans, but I guess it's all relative, right? Depending on where you're at. That's what we're finding out in every state.
And veterans are the kind of thing you write it in and everybody goes, oh, rah, rah to the veterans. But unless there's a real compassion program built into these markets, they're not helping the veterans. They're taxing, they're creating infrastructure, they're charging them, they're billing themselves to run those infrastructures, to then have a percentage of that money go to veterans. What veterans need is no-cost cannabis and compassion programs. If we really want to thank veterans for their service, giving them a break on something that's already overtaxed is not the same as really creating a method where we can let them not pay for something that ideally can help them after they've served everybody else.
Yeah. The Veterans Community Project here, they have locations here in Kansas City. They make tiny home villages for the veterans when they come back. And they do have cannabis programs where they teach their residents, and then they actually get them a medical card at no cost if they've taken Cannabis 101 and 102. And they've even built hempcrete dog houses on the property. And so they're very involved in the community here. And one of my friends, Waxy Brown, who is himself a veteran, is also working on what you're talking about, a compassionate program, trying to get free access to veterans versus, like you're saying, going to a fund.